Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you tuned in today. I'm Dina and this is Creative Minds Homeschool. And today I'm sharing a Draw My Life video. Now this is a collaboration video with Rachel at Day to Day Joys. So if you haven't already checked out her channel, go click the link in the description box below and check her channel out. And there's also a playlist. So if you're interested in seeing more of these types of videos, check out all the other collaborators out there. They have some really great stories that they're sharing. All right, so we're going to get started. Okay, so the year was 1976 when I was born, and my family already had a dad and a mom, and my sisters who were identical twins. And then I came along, and I was just like the little caboose of that bunch, and things were just rolling right along. I have no recollection of this part of my life, but when I was 2, my sisters were 7, and things changed. My dad decided to leave our family, and that was a sad thing, though I don't remember it. It definitely impacted my life. So my family moved, and we went to live with my grandparents when I was 2. So yeah, that was a really hard time. Hard on my mom. She became a single mother and really worked a lot. At that time, we started going to church. Well, we were a church family anyway, but we started going to the church in the town we moved to. And the pastors really loved on our family at a time when we really needed it. And so I have fond memories of growing up with them, just loving our family. And at that point, I pretty much gave my heart to the Lord. I was 3 when I understood that I needed to have Him in my life. He was the Father that I didn't have around. He was faithful, and He would never leave me. And I'm so grateful that I was able to get to know Him, get close to the Lord. And then I'll talk about my mom. Shout out to my mom. She was a very hardworking mama, worked a lot, and she showed me honesty and hard work. That was how she showed love to us and just instilled those qualities in us. So there was a lot of brokenness in my heart. Just going through that as a child, feelings of rejection and abandonment. Kind of dealt with that throughout my teen years. It was a hard thing. But God is faithful, and He just totally healed and protected me from a lot of junk that I could have gotten involved in but didn't. So I'm very grateful for that. So along in there, we started going to a bigger church at some point, and I was introduced to my husband, and so was my best friend. We met him at the same time, and I thought, hey, he's handsome. And they started dating, but that was okay. Yeah. He liked my best friend. So they dated for a little while, but that didn't work out. So then about the time I graduated, I was thinking, I am ready to get married and be a mama. I'm just ready for that. But, yoo-hoo, Prince Charming. Yeah, where are you? Because he was nowhere around. That was kind of a bummer. So I ended up going to work. That time I had no plans to go to college. I just planned to work until I had Prince Charming sweep me off my feet. But during that time, I learned how to, just more social skills, how to talk to people, how to communicate, because I was kind of shy before that. Then, let's see. Somewhere in there, Prince Charming called me. Hey, want to go get dinner? I was shocked that he actually wanted to go out with me, but I was like, sure, yes. So we started dating, and he had his mind on trumpet. He was a trumpet player. He was going to college. He played in the marching band there. I had my mind on Prince Charming, and he was driving me crazy. So at some point in there, I decided, man, if these crazy band people can get a college degree, well, so can I. I needed something to keep my mind occupied, so I went to college too, which is something I never planned to do. But I eventually graduated with a speech pathology master's degree after several years. He has a music performance and a mechanical engineering degree. So yeah, we just ended up, we back up. 2000, we did actually get married. So yeah. Okay, so fast forward to 2005. We were on the 5-year plan as far as having kids were concerned, because my husband was finishing up his degree and that kind of thing. So finally he finished, and we both had kids on our minds. I kind of had 4 on my mind, and he was like, wait, what? No. How about 2? 2 will work. So we actually knew that we needed fertility help right away. I kind of always knew, because I had PCOS, so I knew I was going to need some help. So we went right to the fertility doctor and started trying different fertility treatments, and it was just one no after another. Lots of no's, lots of heartache, and just frustration and poking and prodding and that whole process that's just not fun. But during that time, I learned to trust the Lord, and really just told him, I'm going to be content no matter what. Whether you give us children or not, I'm going to be content in you. And so that was really a learning time. We just had to rely on the Lord and trust him to shape our family however he saw fit. And so our doctor finally was like, okay, let's bring out the big guns. How about in vitro? And I was like, yeah, okay. And my husband's like, woohoo, injections, anyone? And I was like, gulp, because, yeah, that was not pleasant. So finally we did that for the first time, and lo and behold, we got our first ever positive, and we were like so ecstatic. That was just such a breakthrough for us. And we were just thrilled, and then, started miscarrying, and so that didn't work out, and that was a rough time, but, it gave us hope. If nothing else, that experience told us that it could be done, it could happen. So we just kept trusting in God and believing in him, and just looking to him to help us over all the hurdles that we were going through at that time. And then we decided to go for round number 2. So we went for round number 2, and what do you know? Bam. It happened. It worked. And this guy decided to stick around, and that was Everett. In 2009, he was born. And boy, did life change. He was like we were just so thrilled with him and just raising him. And we thought, this little dude needs some siblings. Totally needs some siblings. So, how about IVF number 3? Anyone? Sure, why not? And, yep, these guys. Elin and Evangeline came along in 2011. And so ever since then, I've just been home with them. Actually, I stayed home when Everett was born. And as they grew, we started homeschooling, and it's just been a fun journey with that. Fun learning experience for all of us. Fast forward to 2017, and I started feeling so tired and just worn out. I told my husband, I'm so tired. And he said, I bet you're pregnant. And I was like, dude, that never happens. But I kept feeling tired and started feeling really sick. Yeah, you know that drill, right? So I took a test, and I was shocked. Shocked. I was like, what? This is crazy. I'm 40. Like, what's happening here? This was nuts. So, fast forward to now. It is a pregnancy and 8 months later, and we have 8-year-old Everett and 6-year-old Elin and Evangeline. And Miss Aaliyah is 8 months old today. And that is the story of my life so far. And I say thank you, God. He's brought me a long way. A lot of healing in my heart. And just talk about giving me the joy, the desire, and just everything I ever wanted as far as my family. Okay, so that's my story. If you like it, feel free to give it some love. A little thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe for more. Well, this is a first, but homeschool and just family life is what we have going. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.